It's staggering how many people are complaining about their jobs, about their bosses, about their lack of flexibility, about how early they need to get up and go to work, how bad the traffic is, all these things, like someone else took the decision to get this job, to get this outcome. It's unbelievable. Like, we are the cause and the effect of where we are today. Based on our decisions, like 5 years ago, we have arrived at the place where we are today. So if we want a different outcome, a different effect, then we need to change the course today for the next 5 years. And to change the cause, we need to change ourselves. We're the cause that brings the effect that we're not happy. So if we are the cause of the effect that we're not happy, we need to change the cause. Now, again, this requires for us not to look left or right or somewhere else to point, but to look in the mirror and to say, if I'm causing this unhappiness, this pain, this dissatisfaction that I have with my bank account, with my time, with my freedom, man, who has traded the freedom that I used to have before for dependency? To be dependent on this job, to be dependent on this salary, to be dependent on my flexibility of how I use my time and what I produce with my time. Who has traded this? Well, it was me. Okay, so now I'm clear that it's only me and no one else is involved. So again, if I want to change the outcome that I desire, the earlier I start, the earlier I can start this change. And this change is just I want to think for a second. This change is like if I'm driving on the motorway and I'm speeding up, meaning like I'm speeding to arrive where I want to arrive, because I'm under the illusion that if I speed up, I will arrive faster. But no, I cannot arrive faster at the different place that I desire and have a different bank account because I'm speeding in the wrong direction. This direction is not going to produce the outcome that I desire. So for example, if I want to convert my active income into a passive income, it's like I need to stop doing what is producing the active income. In other words, if every single day, once I finish the day of the work that I'm deploying, if I have to start next day all over again, and this day today doesn't count to my results tomorrow, doesn't compound, and every day my account goes to zero, and the next day I have to start from zero again. At the end of next day, my account goes to zero, and then the following day again start from zero, produce, go to zero the following day. If this is me, this is active income. I'm the active part producing this income. If I stop showing up, my income stops. And then the effect is the income stops. Who is the cause? I'm the cause. I stop showing up. Now, in the same time, if I'm creating an asset that can generate a passive recurring income, just like a system, just like a McDonald's is a system that generates, once the system is created, it generates passive recurring income every single day. And the revenue that is coming compounds on the previous day, on the previous month, on the previous year. And this is the value of the asset grows because this is the asset that increases in value instead of you building the asset for your boss, for someone else. That you're building their cash flow, you're building their freedom instead of building your own asset, your own cash flow, your own freedom. So be very, very clear that if you want a different outcome, what you need to change is how you think first, and then you need to deploy different skills into achieving this different outcome. So this will mean that if you have not achieved this, converting active income into a passive income up to this point, then you're gonna have a learning curve. How you gonna deploy your time every single day to start producing this passive recurring income. How you need to increase this, and there is no easy solution. We all have the same 24 hours. The only difference is that some people are starting earlier, some people are starting late, but you can start at any given time. As long as you realize that you need to stop complaining, because this is complaining, is not solving your issue, is not resolving the pain that you have. You need to stop complaining and you need to start to address the issue, addressing the issue straight away. And the minute you start to address the issue, you start to change your direction. So now you're not speeding up on the wrong direction. You're starting to change the direction and converting active income into passive income. So we all have 24 hours a day. Think about the fact that you're sleeping about 8 hours a day. You're working about 8 hours a day for someone else, producing, building the assets for someone else, and you have a reserve of extra 8 hours. So 24 hours a day. Now from the extra 8 hours that you have as a reserve, you need to start using part of this time to start building your own dream, to start building your own asset, to start building your own passive recurring cash flow. So you don't stay dependent on this job, on this boss, on this active income that someone else is deciding to bless you with, basically, the opportunity to pay you for your time and your effort, because they're never going to value you at the highest capacity of what you're producing. You're always going to get a percentage from what you're producing. So instead of selling your time wholesale so someone else can retail your time, you better start thinking how you can retail your time yourself every single day online, how you can deploy your value and keep on increasing your value so you start receiving more and you keep more from what you're producing instead of giving away more. Because remember, when you're working for someone else, the first part of your income goes to taxes. It's like before you even see it, you've been already taxed. It's already been deducted from your income. And then your boss is taking their share. So you have at least 20% going basically taxes, probably another 20, 30, 40, 50% going to your boss. And then you're left, not even left, because before this you also have probably travel expenses. You have like expenses to eat, like every single day. And then you're left with, out of the 100% that you produce, you're left with very little. And then now from what you're left, you have to take your expenses. You want to buy a mobile phone, you want to buy a computer, you want to basically do things. Well, you cannot write them off as a business expense. Like if you have a business, it's coming from the little that is left, and it's never enough. So it's very, very hard for you to stay in this place and beat the inflation. The inflation is beating you every single day because you're only working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and the inflation is 24/7 every single day. So every single day plus the weekend, the inflation is beating you, and like you feel like hammered, big time. So in order for you to beat the inflation, you have to start to create a surplus. But you cannot create a surplus by working every day and going to zero your bank account every day, and then starting again from zero and starting the following day again from zero, because every day your account goes to zero and the next day is a brand new day that you need to create from zero. Converting your active into passive income allows you to start having more breathing space. Just like if you're having an income coming from a real estate, from a property, and now you're adding another asset, another real estate, another property. Just I'm giving you the example. I'm not taking basically the real estate. You can have a digital real estate online. Same things, same concept. But now from the first one, you're getting a cash flow. Now you're starting to receive a cash flow from the second one. You have a third one, you start to receive. So you're compounding your investments, your deposits, you're compounding your time, you're compounding your returns. So now you can invest more because you have a surplus. You can only do this when you're creating a surplus. If you're not creating a surplus, you cannot do this. So you need to start creating surplus every day, every week, every month. And only then you can have more to save, more to invest, more to spend, more to travel, more to enjoy. Only then. In any other occasion, it's not possible. So again, there is like unbelievable amount of opportunities. You can start like a side hustle. You can do affiliate marketing. You can do network marketing. You can start your own business. You can partner with the company, and like they do half of it. Maybe they give the money, you do the work, or you do the opposite. You give the money, they do the work. Or you buy a ready-made business, a ready-made system that actually it's already made for you. And all you need to do is plug in and deploy like 1 hour, 2 hours a day to start monetizing like this business, to start to increase the value of this business, the cash flow of this business. And it's already made for you. So you don't need to deploy like a lot of cash upfront. You don't need to deploy a lot of cash ongoing. You don't need to do a lot of the things to create the system, the automation. It's already done for you. So an unbelievable amount of opportunities today. So instead of like focusing on complaining and wasting your time, stop doing this, because this can only hurt you, and start doing the things that actually can move you from where you are to where you want to be. And like, remember, you're the cause, and you're basically bringing the effect of this cause of where you're deploying your time every single day. You want a different outcome, you want a different result, financial, a result with having more time, having more freedom. You are the only person that can create this, and no one else. No one else will create your freedom. No one else will create your asset. No one else will create your cash flow, positive cash flow. So remember this, how you use your time every single day matters. If you're consuming your time, wasting your time, it matters. If you're investing your time and monetizing your time, it matters to you and to your future. And it's like, it's always gonna take time if you want to basically change your bank account, because you need to most likely learn new skills, apply those new skills, improve, get better, increase your value that you're offering, adjust, improve, increase the value again, increase the value again, increase the value again. But the more you do it for yourself, the more you're increasing your value, and the market will reward you for your value. The market is not gonna basically pay your boss, like retail, your value, and you're not gonna get like a small percentage. You're gonna get the majority of your value if you understand what you need to do. And if you're confused, if you don't know what you need to do, and like you need help, you need guidance, and feel free to shoot me a message. I'll basically help you to start to designing your life and your future based on where you're today and what you want to achieve. So with this in mind, have an amazing day. Stop complaining, start addressing the issue straight away. And this is the only way for you to grow and succeed and have basically the time that you desire for you and your future. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.